Hello everybody, welcome to my new stream where we learn C++ together. So I hope the audio is clear and you guys can hear me. So let's continue with our break statement. Um, so we're looking at the break statement. We just did a basic program yesterday using the break statement. So yeah, we just did a basic program. So let's see if there are other programs. So break with nested loops. So here it's a normal loop and it just breaks here when the condition is met. And let's see how we can do this nested loop and break. So just give me a few seconds, guys. Let me just check the audio. Uh, Let me just check it. Hope you guys can hear me. Right. I guess it's fine. Think it is fine. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Let's continue. Let's continue then. All right, guys, let's continue. So it was the break statement. So let's go back to this. Um, okay. So when it's a nested loop, let's see how we can use break statement. So, all right, let's try this one. Let's try this. So for a nested loop, let's just copy this. All right, comment this out. So when it becomes nested, right? So let me just say I from here 0. I let's keep it till 10. And then when it goes inside for let's say int j here 1 and then j less than or equal to 3 j plus plus and what goes inside here if j greater than 3. All right, if j is greater than 3 we break. Here we take I less than 5. All right, I less than 5. Let's do I less than 5 then. You know what? Let's just see what happens if we do it like this. Gonna say, going to say if I less than 3, I less than 3, then just break. We don't need the bracket here. Or do you need the bracket? I think we do. Let's just break. else, let's just see out a star. All right. So let's see what happens. And let's just remove these. I think we have to close the brackets. All right. Okay. I guess we are good here. Okay, I don't think we need a bracket over here. Let's see. Oh, okay. What did we miss? Okay, we have to see out handle. All right. Let's okay. See out handle. What else do we need? Check. Hope we are good now. If let's break. Okay. Looks like we don't need a bracket over here. Let's just remove all those. I guess just the indentation is enough. Okay. Might not need it. Right. Let's remove this one. All right, now I think again happened here. So I guess we have it correct. Maybe we need to, not sure what's wrong. Okay, we have to close it here. All right. I always forget these semicolons every single time. I don't know why. Oh, anyway, let's try and compile and see what happens here. Let's just compile this. All right, takes a while. Okay, so it printed like this, and now I'll have to explain this. Hmm. So what happened was we have given here j less than or equal to 3. So that means j goes up till 2. So that makes sense. J starts from 1 and goes up till 2. Sorry, j goes up till 3 actually. Starts from 1 and goes up till 3. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 3 columns. And then we also have I less than or equal to 10. So we should have 10 rows. All right. And I do think we have 10 rows here because You can see 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 3 are visible here. And I guess 2 are not visible over here. So I think we do have 10 rows. Um, or we might even have 11. I'm not sure because we said I starting from 0. So might even have 11 rows here. All right. So I think so here we have given like when I less than 3, we need to break. So when I less than 3, that means like when, all right, all right. So, so I is just a number of rows, right? So when I becomes less than 3, we just break out of this loop, right? And it just goes out, just ends. So it doesn't print this star. So that's how we just see these missing rows, right? So this is I 0, 1, and 2, right? So we have 3 missing rows, which are 0, 1, 2. All right. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. So that's otherwise, else on all other conditions, we have C out star, right? Asterisk. So that's how this gets printed. Now, if you just need another two columns, we just change here this value over here. Just change it to 5. Let us see what happens. Yeah, we just have another two columns. So yeah, J is just the number of columns. So yeah, and I is just the number of rows here. What I cannot understand is why do we start from 1 here? Why not just start from 0? Mm, let's just try that. What if we did start from 0? Let's try what happens. We start from 0. I just think my assumption is it will just print an extra column. So here it should be 6 columns. So let's try what happens. Let's try and see what happens. Yeah, so it just prints 6 columns. So yeah. So you didn't really have to start from 1 here, j equal to 1 here. You could have just started from 0. That's perfectly fine. Um, yeah, so that was the break statement in a nested for. For example, if we just reverse this, if I said like instead of I less than 3, I greater than 3, what should happen is quite obvious. It just should print up till like it should just print 3 rows, right? The first 3 rows. That is 0, 1, 2, right? So let's just check if that is what happens. Let's just see. Uh, yeah, exactly what happened here. First, it printed the first, it also printed the fourth row. Quite interesting. Let me see. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Why did it print the third row? I said I greater than 3. What if I said I greater than or equal to 3 then? What if I said I greater than or equal to 3? Let's see. Yeah, now it prints 3 rows. So, yeah, is this like only when I becomes greater than 3, right? So, up till 3, it is still true, right? So, yeah. So, if it is I greater than or equal to 3, then it breaks out and just prints the first 3 rows. Makes sense. All right, let's just move on. Let me see if some of you are in the chat. Just let me know if anybody has you have joined. And if you have any questions, please ask me. I'll try my best to answer them. Um, yeah. So let's continue. Um, okay. Let's see. Break with infinite loops. A break statement can be included in an infinite loop with condition in order to terminate the execution of the infinite loop. Okay. All right. Okay. Uh, so this is the infinite loop. So they haven't really added the break statement here. So if you need, you'll have to add it after this. So yeah, just add it here. So just print till 10. All right. The above code restricts the number of loop iterations to 10. Apart from this, the break can be used in switch case statements too. All right. So if you need to just stop this loop here, you just say the condition. If I greater than 10, then just break. So it goes up till 10 and then just breaks, right? If I becomes greater than 10, then just breaks and just prints nothing. So makes sense. All right. Let me just go to the next um, control flow statements. We were inside loops. Um, all right. So we just finished with the break statement. There is continue statement. Skip a particular iteration. The continue statement, when encountered, skips the remaining code inside the current iteration of the loop and proceeds to the next iteration. This is useful when you want to skip specific iterations based on certain conditions, but still want to continue the loop execution. So let us check out. Let's see if we are able to understand continue statement. All right. Guys, please like the video. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this. It just motivates me to do more of these kind of live streams. And if you think you're learning something new, please share it with your friends who are also interested. All right, let's continue with the continue statement. Um, the continue statement is a loop control statement that skips the remaining statements of the current iteration and immediately transfers control to the next iteration of the loop. Can be used with for, while, and do while loops. Helps skip specific iterations without terminating the entire loop. Let's see. Um, all right, let's try this one. I think this is just a for loop with a condition inside, and we are dropping a continue here. So what we need to know is how is it different from the break statement, right? Um, let's see. When I becomes 4, the continue statement skips the cout statement and immediately starts the next iteration. Therefore, 4 is not printed. Okay, all right. So we are just saying like for a particular condition, we don't want the output to be printed. Like with break, we just wanted it to end it there and just we wanted to break out of the loop. But with the continue statement, we just we just want a particular condition to be uh, if a particular condition is met, then only that should not be should not be printed, right? Or that only that condition shouldn't be executed, right? For the program. Um, so let us try and see. Let us see how we can code this continue statement. Um, all right. I think so. For the continue statement, let me just comment this. So I'm just going to say here, say, let's just tweak this program a little bit. I'm just going to say for I equal to 3, I equal to 3, continue. Instead of break, I'm just going to say continue. Let us see what happens here. It's just the same program, the star printing program, but I'm just tweaking it a little bit. Let's see what happens. All right, let's see. All right. Yep, exactly what we wanted. There you go. So right at the third row, so 0, 1, 2, and 3. The third row we just said continue, so that wasn't printed, that row wasn't printed, and just we have the other rows. All right, makes perfect sense. Let's move on. What is the next thing? Working of continuous statement. It's just a representation of how this works. All right. Okay. Exactly what this is how it works inside the loop. And continue statement with different loops. The continue statement can be used with all looping constructs in C++, which means it can be used for like for loop, while loop, all kinds of loops. At the point at which control moves to the next iteration differs for each loop type, all right? For a while loop, it is after the if condition, all right? We just looked at, we just did it for a for loop. Now we can try it for a while loop. All right, let's see. Let's see for a while loop how it works. By the way, if you have any questions, please let me know in the chat. I'll be reading them and trying to answer. So please let me know. Um, Let me just check the chat. I have no idea how many of you are watching right now. So if you're here, please let me know in the live chat. Just drop a hi. Um, so let's continue writing the continue statement with a while loop here. So here we have a while loop. We have to write a while loop. So let me just remove this. So I'm going to just do a basic while loop. Was it a do while loop here? Okay, it was just a while loop. All right, let's do a while loop. Let's just do a while loop here. I'm just going to say while and I equal to 0, while and I equal to 0, I plus plus, and then what else can we do? Um, okay, I is given here. All right, we can't, this is not like a for loop, right? We have to initialize this before. All right, that makes sense. And let's just drop it here. Okay, and I equal to 0, and then I'm going to say while I less than 10, I plus plus, I plus plus, and we have to do break, right? So where do we break it? There we say if, or let's say if I equal to 4, if I equal to 4, then just break, and else I plus plus. So I think that should be good. Let's see if it's correct. Should be good, I think. Let's see. I think we have missed something here. Did we just... Okay, we didn't see out. So should we see out? Yeah, we should see out, right? Okay. Else see out. Okay, here there's... Okay. So first here, okay. We do I plus plus here. I plus plus, and then after the else, actually don't need this brackets, but yeah, let's just else see out, see out see out I, and then that one not need handle, but let's just all right. Let me see what happens. I didn't want to break here. I just want continue when I equal to 4. All right. Think we are good. Yeah. So I think we are good now. So 1, 2, 3, 4 didn't print, which is what we wanted. When I equal to 4, we said continue. And yeah, it just printed the other conditions. So yeah, that was it. What is the next? What is the next one here? Um, Continue statement with the do while loop, and we have with the nested loops. All right. Okay. Okay. Do you have any questions so far? I'm just checking the live chat right now. Let me see. Um, Also, please let me know um, where you are in your C++ learning journey. It would be good to know. And if you have any questions on what we did so far, you can ask me, or if you have something to say. So I I don't know how much time I was live for right now, but yeah, I think we'll just continue. You can just ask your questions if there are any, and I'll be reading them later. So you just ask them. Let's just continue. All right. So we need to do the same thing with the do while loop, I think, next. Or yeah, it is with the do while loop. Let us see how we can do that. Let us see how we can do it with the do while loop. All right, let me just copy this. Okay, right. So it's a do while, right? So we need a do before here. So do whatever a condition, we need a condition. Let's say, what do we do, guys? Let's say do, okay, all right. It's literally the same program that they have done, same output, but using the do while. All right, let's try that. So, all right. So we say do do I plus plus do I plus plus inside while goes to the bottom, and then everything we have here goes inside, right? So let me just do that. Let me just do that right now. Okay, remove this. Are we good now? Okay. Yes, we have I plus plus. Okay, if I equal to 4. Might not need this bracket here. Okay. All right. You need to terminate when it's a do while. Let's try if this works. Let's try and see if this works. Yeah, and it worked. It's literally the same thing that we had done before, but using the do while loop. That's it. It's just a simple, you know, just have to move it to the do inside the do, and we are good. It just excludes the 4 and then prints the other numbers. And let's keep going. Okay, we have continue statement with nested loops. All right. Um, and I think that's it for the do while. I mean, not the do while, but for the continue statement. So let's do this as well. So we have the nested loop, and then we have a condition, and then the condition is met. We just say continue, don't execute for that condition. So it just continues. All right. So let's try that. The nested loop. All right. All right. All right. Let's go. I think we already have a nested loop here. Let's see. All right. Did we already do it? I think we already did it. Looks like we already did it for the nested loop. We have already done it here. All right, then it's fine. So let's just go to the next one. What is the next statement we have here? All right, what do we have next? I think that's it for loops. Let's see. I think that's it. We have loops. Let me just confirm that. Yeah. So I think that's it for the loops. Um, I think we should move on to arrays next, or should we move on to functions? Let's see functions. What do we have here? Okay. All right, we have functions. Okay. So we have quite a bit inside functions, so I think we can do it another day. I think we can do it in the next session. So yeah, so I think we can do functions in the next session. So yeah, so I think we'll end for now. Can just end the stream for now. So if you like the video, please, you know, subscribe to the channel, and also comment um, how your C++ learning is going. so far? Are you able to do any questions? Are you facing any hurdles while doing them? Let me know in the comments if you're watching it after the live. And yeah, until the next live, see you guys and bye.